Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of ArmA Mods Weekly. This will be the final episode of February, meaning that I will make another episode soon giving you the top 5 mods that we talked about that month. Once more, I would like to remind you that all the footage that you're about to see has been recorded from episodes on the Looping Reel Gaming channel, the Let's Play channel run by me and my friends Ryan and Greg. If you want to see more awesome ArmA 3 co-op content, then don't forget to check out that channel in the description down below and subscribe. I have also started a review channel called Konoha Reviews, where I review games, and you can find that one in the description as well. If you like what you see, then please leave a like and subscribe to the Konoha Reviews channel. For the first custom mission we are talking about today, we take a look at one labeled Escape the Plague. Escape the Plague is another one of those missions where you need to escape the island that is infested with zombies and infected. The Steam Workshop is plentiful with those types of missions, and many of them are garbage. Though Escape the Plague is not the best among those types, it is also not that bad. It offers a good beginner experience with the Ravage mod and its mechanics. Creator Gravy My Bacon has made the premise very simple. You need to get to the evac point that is off the coast. It is too far to swim, so you either need to find a boat or a helicopter and get over there. On the map there are multiple points located that are points of interest. Cars, boxes, and other containers outside and inside buildings can be searched for loot, and the usage of the Chernarus Redux map highlights the sad beauty of a zombie apocalypse. It is truly one of the best created maps out there. Every town you get to offers new challenges, and sometimes you will run into multiple bandits and intense firefights ensue. Again, it's nothing new for these types of zombie ravage escape missions, but it does everything well and how it's supposed to. We did run into a bit of annoyances though during our playthrough. Parameter-wise, I always appreciated more if certain loot can be found in certain areas. Some examples would be medicine-related items in a hospital, food in a supermarket, and weapons in a police station. But this unfortunately is not the case, and the loot drops seem entirely random, meaning that our excavation to the supermarket was for naught. In the 2 hours that we played, we also did not encounter any boats that we were able to commandeer. Though I understand that some people crave for missions that really immerse them in such a depressing atmosphere and want to last that for hours, by then we were kind of getting done with the going from town to town to find the same things kind of deal. And even if we would have found a shipwreck and had to repair it by getting certain items, that would have been a better solution, as there would have been a more clear goal. Overall, it's okay, but just don't expect to be blown away. For the second item, we take a look at another mission that might as well feel like a total conversion mod. The mission Wild West High Drifter, made by the creator Camden, dumps the player in an actual Wild West adventure due to clever usage of the horse mod. Camden is a creator that has been very busy and has released tons of missions in a very short time span. I am certain I will talk about more missions created by him in the future, but this one in particular is the one that stands out. I've said this before, but I always greatly appreciate it if a mod or mission creator chooses an angle that is very uncommon. Examples mentioned earlier were the Thing missions by Phantom, but also a Wild West theme mission created for a realistic mill sim is very ambitious. The crazy thing is that Camden has succeeded in conveying the feeling. The Middle Eastern map that he uses portrays a believable American landscape. If you squint your eyes, you can almost see yourself ride around in a Red Dead Redemption back when it was released on PS3. The mission itself is quite adventurous and cinematic, with plenty of dialogue, different objectives and shootouts. Though it is obvious that the horse is out of place, the animations are not that half bad. It controls a bit wobbly, but for this particular mission it works out fine. The build-up of the mission is really good. It starts out small with a stranger coming to your house with a request of help. It is followed by a meeting with the sheriff and a shootout at the nearby bank. Then followed by a bounty hunt to multiple camps, which will eventually lead you towards the border with Mexico. The open and natural terrain also makes it to where the enemy AI is pretty good. They make use of cover and throw grenades that I assume are supposed to resemble dynamite. Some minor critique points might be that some of the weapons used by the cowboys and outlaws were not created in the time that the story plays, but I did not really care, as their feel fitted the timeline. With the openness of the shootouts, it is a bit of a shame though that it is single player only, as I can easily see this work really well with multiplayer co-op. For our third item, we continue the story of the Half-Life 2 mod and mini-campaign created by the paramedic. This mission takes place right after the last one ended, as we find ourselves on Route 17 in our little buggy. It is actually quite impressive how true this mission feels to the Route 17 section in Half-Life 2, despite being limited with the Chernarus Redux map and infrastructure. The distance that the player is expected to traverse is of course massive, and brings you through towns, checkpoints, and destroyed beauty all around. Every now and then you are expected to get out of your vehicle to open a gate, figure out how to get around a roadblock, or find fuel for your vehicle. Though of course these encounters are not identical to the ones in Half-Life 2, they seem so in spirit. What helps is that this mission has been upped the ante with more props and objects from the Half-Life 2 universe, including the giant gates, towers, and mobile cover. The fights that break out with the Combine here are a lot more hectic compared to Mission 2. You will often be engaging the enemies at very close range in alleyways or buildings. The AI does a good job of moving around, though of course it will always be ArmA, and sometimes they will run and stand still, or even turn their backs towards you for a free kill. The amount of enemies you will be facing is a higher number as well. Mission 2 suffered from some problems, as the zombie section felt flawed since the zombie AI could not make its way around all the objects. Here, it is no problem. The sections where you do run into them seem fine as they all slowly hunt you down. A highlight for me personally was a short section where a Combine helicopter takes you under fire while driving. This is of course also a section inspired by the Half-Life 2 mission, and really impressive to see this in ArmA 3. Planes and helicopters often have trouble hitting ground targets accurately in ArmA, and thus it was very cool to see this threat from above bring the wrath to your doorstep. It is a cool addition to the mini-campaign, and a fourth mission inspired by Ravenholm has already started production. For our final item of today, I wanted to take things back to a classic, as people have also asked me to sometimes talk about older mods or missions. The mission Like a Ghost, created by mission maker Reaper, is one of the best missions I've ever seen for ArmA 3. The mission can be played either single player or co-op with 2 players, and I strongly recommend to bring a good buddy to play this with, as it's incredibly awesome. You are tasked with heading into a village undercover and save a hostage while also locating and taking out a target. The cool thing about this mission is that it feels like a mission straight out of a Hitman game. The build-up is great, as you head in while showing documents at the gate that you are who you say you are, and the next objective will be to find a place to stay. The locations like the hotel or hostage area can be random, and so the mission can create new opportunities or challenges if you wish to reload. Some actual adventuring and detective work is required, as you need to get a positive ID on your target without alerting too much attention. If you get too close to a guard, your cover will be blown. Every guard has a certain patterned path that they walk, and it's up to you to figure out their route and take them out silently when they are out of view. Or not, and leave them be as you sneak around to find what you need. You can ask or bribe the locals for tips and information, or you can trip car alarms to distract the guards to get past the forbidden section. The amount of things you can do is great, and it really feels like an awesome sandbox game where the mission on what you need to do is always clear. You can even choose to wait until nightfall and search for the target, as you can then use things like zip lines to reach certain areas you could not before during the day. Like a Ghost is unfortunately the last mission that Reaper released, which is a real shame, as this mission showcases that he's one of the most talented out there. If you have ArmA, you owe it to yourself to have at least tried this mission. And with that, we've come to another end of ArmA Mods Weekly. All the mods and missions you've seen today can be downloaded via the links provided in the description down below. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and share this video and channel with your friends. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all during the next episode of ArmA Mods Weekly.